HLTV Channel 15 for the start of the varsity girls soccer game here at Merrill Field for the Harlan Community Cyclones taking on the Lewis Central Titans. Harlan coming in 10-3, your Lewis Central Titans 10-4. And if it kind of goes like the boys game, Shane, we might be in for some trouble. But both teams well decorated this year record-wise, so it should be a good soccer match here. Next to me, Shane Conrad, Jonathan North on the camera. Shane, I'm expecting a good matchup here.
Yeah, it should definitely be a good game. I think we'll see probably a lot more possession out of the Titans. They're usually a pretty technical team. Interested to see how this kickoff looks for the Titans as they are overloading one side of the field. Not really used to seeing that in a soccer game. But yeah, the Cyclones, it'll be interesting to see how the Cyclones' speed matches up with Lewis Central. As you know, we're used to seeing Schwiezo running down the backside wing and just burning the defenders.
Great.
So we'll see how the Titans defensively match up with that speed.
Not only that, you have Ivy Smith, usually in the center.
Ivy
Stevens, my bad, in the center there. And she got off to a fire start early in the year, kind of fizzled out there, but...
she had a quick start to the year, but as she's cooled off, Aubrey Schwiezo has picked up, and that's what we've seen a lot in the last few games is Schwiezo just burning the defense and getting good shots in.
I mean, both of them leading scorers in Harlan, Aubrey with 19, Ivy Stevens still with 11. So, I mean, both of them double digits throughout the year. So it'll be interesting to see if Lewis Central can kind of contain those two. And usually if we've seen this year, if a team can do that, they have really good luck against the Cyclone girls.
And apparently no call there. This Titans going to get away with one, it looked like to me. The Cyclones struggled to get the ball out, though. The Titans with a shot, and Haley Good with the easy save. That's another thing, is Harlan playing these last couple of games with Haley Good in goal, as Grace Albertson has a broken finger that she suffered against Underwood, I believe it was. So she's dealing with that, and Haley's been doing a good job stepping in the net.
I mean,
and it looks like Schwiezo's going to get whistled for a foul. Again, didn't see a whole lot there.
As opposed to the tackle we saw earlier, kind of interesting to see why that one got a call.
Yeah, as this one's going to get all the way back to Haley in the back. And she will punt it back up the field. As Harlan tries to possess it in the midfield, just can't quite pick out that pass. Doing a good job of getting back onto it, though. Argett Singer with the good defense, forcing it out, and she'll take a long throw to Schwiezo. Good turn inside, just can't get back onto it before the defender's there. And miscommunication from the Cyclones defense. You're going to have to see a little bit better out of them, as Lewis Central is going to be a very good technical team. Again, no call in the middle. This ref seems to be letting them play quite a bit outside of the one call on Schwiezo. She'll put a little light pressure on, but it's a quick, easy pass out. As Lewis Central will work the ball down the wing. Stevens with good defense. She forces an errant pass, but Kiergaard can't find a teammate. Stevens back onto it. And it's stolen away, and no one really, solidifying possession right now. It's just kind of back and forth.
So kind of hanging out with the Cyclone logo here for the last couple minutes. Which, I mean, you kind of like to see if you're Harlan, because we're seeing Lewis Central's speed still for the girls.
Yeah. You really haven't had a good chance to see the Cyclone speed so far, as there's not been many breakaways.
And it's kind of interesting, a lot of the back and forth, Shane, has been right in the middle of the field. Usually in these soccer games, you see him more playing off to the far than near.
Towards the sideline usually is what we've seen. This has just been ping-ponging around in the middle so far. As we'll get a ball through, Ivy Stevens will give chase. And a good safe play with the pass back to the goalie. And the goalie will get the ball up into the midfield. Kiergaard will read it and steal it, though. And she's going to get sandwiched and fouled. I think, had it just been one of the girls, probably would have gotten away with it. But as both of them decided to just sandwich her, I think that's why you see the call. As we'll see what Kate Gesters offers off the free kick. That's a good ball in.
It
just
is.
Too long for Schwiezo. The Cyclone's doing a pretty good job of handling Lewis Central's attack so far in this game. Tornaton's on the ball. She finds a switch to Schwiezo, who I don't know if she just thought maybe back to her was a good idea or what, but
we gotta.
And they're gonna call a foul on Lewis Central for the push. Can't say that's a bad call because I didn't see a foul by Ava Miller at all.
I just feel like they kind of ran out of real estate there, going for the same ball.
Yeah, and Steven's going to try and get to this one, but Lewis Central's keeper, like we saw in the boys' game, playing off her line a little bit.
Yeah, especially her save percentage is 83% coming into this game, so definitely not a bad goalkeeper, but almost kind of like Lewis Central's not really taking their striking serious. Because we saw the Lewis Central boys, he was a little bit more laxed in the goal box.
Yeah, as far as I could tell, from the boys' game, their keeper has a little bit of a right to feel like that. Pretty safe defensively outside of a couple errant passes from his defense. The girls, however, haven't really seen much as that ball's going long. Not going to check up enough, and it's back to Jenny Cornelison. And now Lewis Central's going to play a ball through. Miller should get that out pretty easily, though. And that'll be a Titan throw. Yeah, just not a lot of possession right now for either team. Kind of a back and forth type of game. And we'll see if anybody can capitalize sooner. So the Titans possess the ball now in the middle of the field. I'll get it wide. And the Cyclones get it away a little bit. Now Anderson onto it. She's going to take too long of a touch, though, and it'll be out for a Titan throw.
So the way the two defenses are playing right now, Shane, it might be a 2-goal to maybe a 1-goal difference here, as really neither one of them are kind of taking control of this game.
Yeah, we've kind of seen with the Cyclones in games past, they've had kind of a bend don't break defense. So we'll see if that holds up. They most recently played Atlantic, and that was a 5-4 thriller. To be honest with you, there was a lot of wind that game, though, so that was part of it.
And they still have 3 games after this throughout the year.
We'll see Schwiezo, see if she's got some speed, and she's got a very long touch, and the keeper's out to get it. So it looks like Schwiezo may have the speed to beat the defense for the Titans. It's just going to be a little harder. She's not going to be able to take that long of a touch, as the Lewis Central goalie's playing up. She's at the goal line for the touchdown. Schwiezo will keep it. Nope, she can't quite keep it in. It's out for a Lewis Central throw. As Lewis Central gets the ball, she creeps up and she's around, 10 to 15 yards off the goal line.
Yeah. So, like you said, it takes maybe getting there a second too late and Schwiezo can get past her or what. But definitely both goalies, through the boys and the girls, playing at the front of the goal box.
Yeah. As we'll see, the Cyclones get a little bit of a touch on that. It'll go out for a Titans throw.
This kind of seems like it's going to be a more of a like a stamina type of game. You see a lot of back and forth. It kind of stops around the 30 on each side.
Yeah. That one's going to be kicked around. The Cyclones try to clear it away, but hit their own players. Kiergaard kind of gets in the way. Long shot from the Titans, but an easy save for Haley Good.
And something else we're seeing from the Lewis Central girls as opposed to the boys is they're already subbing benches. A lot of the bench players coming in early, so
yeah. You know, it's a little different sometimes. The girls just don't. Actually, hold on. It looks like they're checking the ball. Maybe thought it was fine. Yeah, the girls, I think they just rotate a little better. And there might not be the gap between bench players and starters that maybe the boys have. As Torniton gets by the first defender, but can't find the pass to Stevens. As Lewis Central gets the ball through, but Miller's there. She tries to get it away and wide. Gets it to the first Lewis Central attacker, and it's out for a Cyclone throw. You know, you just might not see the gap for the Lewis Central girls that you do the boys, where the starters are definitive starters. You know, it might be a closer battle for the girls, so that might be why they sub a little more and sooner. And it looks like we're going to have another equipment infraction as the Lewis Central coach will receive a yellow card for it.
So we saw that same call in the boys' game earlier.
It looks like maybe she had some tape on her socks around the ankles, which that's a new one for me. However, it was something that the ref pointed out and gave a yellow card for.
Local Cyclone coverage on HLTV Channel 15 is brought to you by Keast Auto Center in Harlan, Iowa. Shelby County Farmers Mutual and Century Farm Insurance. Hanson House Senior Living. Experience life, experience Hanson House.
Conducting Swampler is a proud supporter of the Harlan community, education, and student activities. We move your business forward.
United Bank of Iowa. The difference is here. Member FDIC.
Polly Jones Funeral Home, longtime supporter of Harlan Community Athletics and events.
We're your station for Western Iowa sports. Google 105.3 FM KNOD in Harlan, Iowa.
Family Service Community, SCSB.
Dr. J's Family Eye Care, longtime supporter of Cyclone Sports in Harlan.
Peterson Family Wellness Center and Lewis Family Aquatic Complex. Live well.
Cyclone Lanes, great family entertainment including bowling, sandwiches, and homemade buttercrust pizzas.
So just under 30 minutes later in the first half, still 0-0, kind of back and forth, and it looked like that was a handball.
Yeah, the ref got a little confused on which way he was pointing. It's going to be a handball against the Titans. I was quite confused when he was pointing for a Titan free kick, but it's going to be a Cyclone free kick instead. As Lewis Central possesses the ball through the midfield, this is where they usually excel. So we'll see how the Cyclones deal with this. They'll need to step up as a team to kind of divert the pressure, as that's going to be out for a Cyclone throw.
A good play by Ivy there.
Yeah, Ivy Stevens stepping in and winning the ball really well right there against two Lewis Central girls. As we'll see some subs come on. Adrian Earlbeck will come on, as well as looked like it was Cassie Anderson getting her first minutes of the day. Earlbeck with the throw into Stevens, who's going to play it long to Schwezo.
Nice. Good
shot from Schwezo, just maybe miskicked it a little bit, and it's going to go wide of the goal.
It almost felt like she had to hurry up and kick that one before really getting it set.
Yeah, I definitely think maybe she could have managed a touch right there. She chose to go with the quick one-time shot, which it's not a bad option. You just got to get a better foot on it.
Right. Definitely good setup, though, between her and Ivy. And we got a Lewis Central girl that decided to head it with her face.
Yeah, the ball to the face never feels good. As Schwezo is going to be whistled for a foul. Looked like good
battle there.
Good battle for the ball that she's going to get whistled for the foul. And I can't say I agree with that one. As the Cyclone defense steps up, that ball through, but we're going to get it away. Cassie Anderson onto it. She's just going to tap it out of bounds. Apparently, Lewis Central. Okay. This ref kind of struggling to figure out which direction the ball's going. I've seen that a few times already, but it's going to be a Titans throw.
The Lewis Central girls are not as quick on the throw-ins as the boys were. The boys, you had to be on it the minute they got the throw-in because it was already in play.
Yeah. Again, it just the boys team just seemed very engaged for Lewis Central. Not that the girls aren't. It's just maybe they like slow developing plays a little better. As that ball's going to get into the midfield. The Cyclones converge on it, though. That'll be out for a Titan throw.
As we're seeing Harlan being very aggressive, which is not usually a normal.
Good shoulder-to-shoulder defense. Yeah, I guess the last couple of games we've seen from the Cyclones, they've sat back a little more. And that's going to be out for a goal kick for the Cyclones. But, yeah, they just haven't been as aggressive. Again, I think when we saw them last, it was a couple games in a row for them. So probably a bit of tired legs. But they are back. It looks like a little rejuvenated, and they are showing a bit more energy.
Because their last loss came at the hands of Glenwood 4-1, and other than that, it's been since the beginning of last month before they lost before that. So Harlan definitely can string wins together and go back to back if they need to. But
yeah, and they definitely show they can hang with top teams. As you know, again, I believe Lewis Central is a class above them in girls soccer, so. I think maybe 3A versus 2A. I'm not as certain when it comes to the girls if they keep that the same split as the boys. And the Cyclones will take the throw on the far sideline. And Lewis Central wins it back. They'll take possession. They'll switch it. Haley Good's going to come out and gather that. Good read by Haley to get out to that one. Again, that's one I'd like to see her roll out to Earlbeck right in front of her past the defense, but she goes with the punt. and she's got a foot, so why not just relieve pressure as well? Cyclones bring it down, and they lose possession. And Kesters gets the ball up to Stevens. Stevens does a good job keeping that one in. She's past one defender, and she'll see Kiergaard in the middle. Kiergaard plays it long, but that's going to roll back to the keeper as Schwiezo gives a bit of a chase, not a lot of effort, as none really needed to be exerted there.
Right. It was kind of, I think she was expecting something more in the middle or just clearing it out there.
Yeah, it looked like maybe Stevens was looking for more of an angled run, and Schwiezo went more for a straightforward run, so couldn't quite link up, and the keeper was able to get onto it pretty easily. Again, we're going to go long angled ball to the corner. Stevens not really going to press much.
That's kind of Harlan's bread and butter, though, is the push out long to Schwiezo or Stevens.
Yeah, right now they just need to find the correct weight on the pass, because right now they're just putting a little too much on it, and it's just an easy basically pick up or clear by the Lewis Central keeper. As it'll be out for a Cyclone throw. We saw Carly Torrington come in for Kayla Anderson right there. Stevens with a good run into the middle, just can't quite keep a hold of the ball.
Some nice handles there by Lewis Central.
Yeah, good footwork, and dragging Miller out of the middle. There's a breakaway. Shot is saved by Haley Good. Good save by Haley.
As that was a one-on-one battle there. She, it could have been bad for Haley Good there.
Yeah, again, similar to what we saw in the boys game. You know, you back up keeper. You know, we saw Hightoff. He went with kick saves a lot more than what you typically would see. Haley kind of did the same thing there. She went with the kick save.
So it's because if they're not the goalie, it's kind of hard for them to be more of a natural at using their hands as much as they do their feet.
Yeah, it's that, you know, you just don't typically have the reactions that a starting keeper would.
Right.
We'll go long over the top to Schwiezo. She's able to bring that one down and
sends it to the moon.
Yeah, I mean, battling under some pressure there. Good no call by the ref. Yeah, just not much Schwiezo could do. It's good effort by her to get onto it. Goal kick from the Titans as she picks out her wing.
Sure.
And she is past the Cyclones defense, and she'll have a shot against Good, and she can't tuck it home.
Man.
Not sure if she was looking for the pass or if that was a back post shot, but the Titans are doing a good job of working the Cyclones defense out of position right now.
Yeah, and then, like you said, either if it was a wide shot, though, she had the pass if wanted, and I don't know if just too hard on the touch or what.
Yeah, not really sure what that was, but it was well worked by the Titans, as Miller will see that one out for a Titan corner. The Titans seem to be doing a good job of dragging the center backs for the Cyclones out of the middle, and they're filling a forward or a midfielder in through the middle into that open space. And the Cyclones need to get a little better communication to get that figured out, because if they give up many more one-on-one opportunities against Haley Good, Lewis Central's got some skills, so they're bound to score one of them.
Right, and like we said, it's a backup goalkeep. Possibly does not have the reaction as Grace Albertson would have.
Yeah, you just again, it's nothing against Haley. It's just you don't always see the quick reaction, the diving saves, the anticipation as what your starter may see. throw in from the Titans, and that's cleared out by the Cyclones. Darby Argetsinger giving chase. They'll play that one back to their keeper, though. And she'll get it past Schwiezo out to the outside defender, and they'll work it back up the field. As the Cyclones win a throw. Schwiezo just can't get a good touch on it there.
As we're under 20 minutes now, still 0-0 on the board. Not much, I guess, shot on goals from Harlan. We've been seeing more so from Lewis Central here as of late.
Yeah, the Cyclones have had a couple decent opportunities through Schwiezo, but the Titans have definitely had the better of the chances. They've worked on getting 2 one-on-ones with Haley Good, who's just shown good defensive or goalkeeping ability and kept it out.
And again, just good ball handling skills from the Lewis Central Titans.
Yeah, they are definitely keeping it, which is kind of what was anticipated at the beginning of the game. That's kind of what they like to do, is handle possession. The Cyclones just doing a good job right now. Their bend don't break defense, keeping it out of the net. That ball will squeak through, and Adrian Earlbeck will clear it out and get it up to Schwiezo. Schwiezo tries a left-footed ball to Argetsinger. That's a good angled ball, but Schwiezo's still a little behind the play, and the Titans are onto it, and they'll get it back to the keeper, and she'll get it wide. As you know, the rest of the Cyclones teams are just a little slow pushing up. Schwiezo with a good hustle, though, almost steals it. As right now the Titans doing a lot of dribbling. They'll have a good run backside, and she just not gonna get there, and it'll be out for a Cyclones throw. It's a good ball wide, just a little much on it, and out for a throw. Cyclones can't quite keep possession though, and it'll be out for another Cyclones throw. Again, they're going to give that one to Lewis Central. I'm not sure that's the right call, but that's the call that's being made, and we'll see Grace Albertson come on, and it looks like Gracie Hayes will come back on for the Titans.
A nice throw-in from Lewis Central there.
Yeah, good long throw. That's what we saw a lot of that out of the boys as well, the long throw.
Yeah, definitely they're pretty precise too on the throw-ins.
Yeah, as we'll see the Titans work it in. They'll cross the ball, but it's going to be too long, and Cassie Anderson's on it. She can't quite get it out of the defensive third, though, and the Titans are back on the attack. Kiergaard with a good deflection there. That's a good ball through, and they'll have a shot, and it's going to be a kick save by Haley.
As her saves are more, she's not even attempting the hand saves or the catch. She's just going straight hip save or kick.
Hip, knee, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm not catching it. I'm just hitting it out, right. Which, again, you'll take it however you can get it on these.
If you're not used to securing the ball with your hands, definitely find what's comfortable for you and make it work.
Yeah, again, it doesn't matter how you keep it out of the net. It's just that you're keeping it out of the net. The Cyclones trying to possess the ball a little bit here, but Lewis Central there to take it away. And the Titans work it out wide. Albertson overruns it a little bit, but now she's going to fight for it. And Lewis Central works it into the middle. A good shot and a
we
goal.
Have a goal from Lewis Central.
Just a good cut into the middle, a good left-footed shot. Haley just couldn't quite get there. Looked like Gracie Hayes with her first goal of the game, as that would be her 18th on the year. So she's got 15 assists and 18 goals.
And that was just a kind of a good setup there from Lewis Central, but this definitely could be the difference here. The way both teams kind of going back and forth, sticking around about the 30-yard line to 20-yard line on each side. You knew it was either going to be a 1 to 2 goal difference.
Yeah, and again, that's just it was a good setup by the Titans. You know, they caught the Harlan defense getting a little too far out wide and opening up a channel through the middle, which was the difference right there. So we'll see if the Cyclones can get one back. You know, in the boys' game, it was the first goal, and then the second goal came pretty quick.
Right. The Harlan boys answered the call quick, but unfortunately,
the Titans sent one back pretty quick after that.
And then Harlan forgot to answer the phone after that.
So we'll see. Good ball over the top from Stevens to Argetsinger and see if she can keep it in. She slips on the ball. A little bit of a step on the ball. Hope she's okay. She seems to be up and moving fine.
So that could have been a bad situation there, ankle-wise.
Yeah, as Anderson puts good pressure on, tries to poke it wide to Stevens, just can't get a long enough leg to it.
Again, even with the Lewis Central girls, you're seeing more of the size difference off the ball, being able to get Harlan off the ball there.
Yeah.
Twice to clear it out of their territory.
Yeah, the big difference, though, you're seeing is the Harlan girls are a little bit more aggressive right now than what the boys were. But, yeah, that size that and body control that the Lewis Central team possesses is a big difference for them right now.
Especially their backfield, kind of around the goal box. They're kind of using that size advantage to their advantage, getting off the ball twice there and then cleared it out.
Yeah. And Lewis Central with a good cut, and they'll shoot and score again. As, you know, Harlan held strong for a while, but 2 goals in quick succession and just under 12 minutes left in the first half, and Harlan is down 2-0.
As we were expecting to see something being lit underneath Harlan, but that possession there just didn't seem to really get too far into Lewis Central's territory before Lewis Central buried them more so on their side.
Yeah, and again, Harlan just kind of needs to work on their controlled passing, because it seems like even when they have the room to make the passes, they just quite aren't making the passes. But it's just a talent level thing. Again, most of these girls for Harlan probably don't play a lot of soccer outside of the soccer season, and I would imagine most of the girls for Lewis Central play their club soccer and stuff throughout the year. It's just what you see a lot from Council Bluffs schools. Oh, that last goal from the Titans was Haley Erickson. As the Titans have a corner right now. A left-footed ball in onto the head at the back stick, and it's going to be headed around a little bit.
And still
this could be trouble for the Cyclones. Left-footed shot, easy save from Haley. Again, that's where it's getting pretty dangerous, is the ball bouncing around in the box. Good kick out from Haley, though. That ball will be attempted to clear out for a throw, but it's going to take a turn and go out for a corner for the Titans. Not a position you really want to be in for the Cyclones.
Nope. And, I mean, now we're starting to see Lewis Central up 2 now, and I feel like they're more aggressive now being up 2 than they were 0-0 and 1-0.
Yeah, it's one of those things, you know, they smell blood in the water, so they're going to try and just take advantage of it.
Well, we saw the Lewis Central boys up 6-1, and then was still scoring late in the second half.
Yeah, we'll see how this one goes, as Cyclone's still doing a pretty good job of fighting. They're definitely not out of this game. as they'll shield the ball and have a shot, and that'll be wide. As Haley Erickson, she's got some size and some speed up there, and she sure showed it right there. And she'll get a quick breather. The Titans back down in the attack in the far corner. Good defense from the Cyclones, though.
As again, though, they just swarmed to the ball right after that. You had another Titan right there.
Yeah, it's definitely good team defense from Lewis Central. Good shot from the Titans at the top of the box, but saved by Haley.
That one kind of caught Harlan off guard there. He didn't see really. It seemed like Harlan thought something different was happening. I'm not sure. Their defense just looked kind of dead in the water there.
Yeah. We'll try a long ball over the top. Just, our attackers just aren't quite there yet when we're playing it. So it's just going straight back to Lewis Central's goalie. Grace Albertson with a good step there. Just can't keep control of it. Kayla Anderson shifts over. Just can't quite win the ball, though. And that'll be out for a Cyclone throw, as we'll see a few subs come on for the Cyclones. Schwiezo and Tornington will come back on, and now looks like Marissa Schmidt will come on and get her first minutes of the night. Schwiezo keeps the ball in, gets it to Stevens. Stevens plays it over the top, and there's Schwiezo's speed.
That was a
left-footed shot is going to be
there.
saved. As you just see a quick burst of pace from Schwiezo. Going to be honest, it made it look like the defense was kind of standing still there.
And just fingertipped it away there from the goal keep, but still, the connection from Ivy Stevens getting it over top to Schwiezo. They were kind of just waiting for that to happen like it always has.
Yeah, it would have been interesting. I'm pretty sure Schwiezo's dominant foot is her right foot. So she had to go with her left foot there and still got a pretty good shot off. Low ball in from Anderson. Gonna ping pong around. Can't quite head it towards goal, though. And Lewis Central gets onto the ball and they'll dribble out. They keep it in, but Kiergaard's going to be over there. Oh, they did not keep it in. I was wrong. That ball went out of bounds. It'll be a Cyclone throw.
So we got a nice throw in here, and Harlan looking to do something, and again, kind of just laxed after that. A lot of people standing around letting that get cleared out.
Yeah, again, the biggest thing that I'm seeing is after Lewis Central loses possession, their girls are right on it working to get it back, and Harlan kind of loses it, and it takes them a second to get back and engaged into the game. Long throw in, and Lewis Central will get a shot, but it's blocked by the Cyclones. Gracie Hayes will take a left-footed shot, but that's caught pretty easily by Haley.
Off the top foot there from Haley, that I don't think she got it all that she wanted to on that one.
Yeah, no, we've seen her with some good kicks, so good punts, so you can tell that she didn't quite catch all of that one. And we'll see Haley Erickson and Maya Humlachek come back on. So the Titans will go quick and long. As Reese Ford, she seems to just have a good throw on her. Something we saw out of Boston Hensley in the boys game, and Reese seems to have the same sort of cannon.
And they're they're just so accurate with it. We saw in the boys game, Boston was able to kind of put it right where he needed to. We actually saw a goal from a toss-in from him, so it wouldn't surprise me to see one from the Lewis Central girls.
As we'll see a long ball through. Haley comes out for it but can't get onto it. She's going to retreat, and Tornaton gets the ball away in time. So the Titans still possess the ball. Haley Erickson gets a turn, maybe. Nope, drops it back to Gracie. She'll have a left-footed shot and a goal. As Erickson lays it off to Gracie Hayes, and Hayes just powers it through with the left foot. And that will bring it to 3-0 Lewis Central over your Cyclones.
Yeah, they gapped it kind of in a hurry after the first goal went through. It kind of seemed like once, like you said, blood in the water. Lewis Central a little bit more comfortable now after the first goal.
Yeah, it's the comfortability, and it's just the possession that Lewis Central possesses a little bit better talent at than the Cyclones. The Cyclones have done a pretty good job of possessing it in spurts, but Lewis Central has dominated possession and kept the Cyclones off the ball.
I mean, and like we've said, you take away the over-the-top to Suizo, you kind of have a better look against Harlan, and that we have yet to be able to execute that or really see it like we've been seeing all year.
Yeah, again, the Titans just seem to be playing a little bit quicker. Harlan going with the long throw, and that's going to bounce out for a Titan throw. But they just seem to play a little bit quicker, and that's, the big thing that we were worried about beginning of this game is the Titans' ability to possess the ball.
Yeah, quicker and a little bit more aggressive, and like we said, just the size difference, the availability to get them off the ball and control or clear out.
As that'll go out, and it will be a corner for the Cyclones.
This is definitely something that the Cyclones need to take advantage of and actually execute this one, or we could be spelling trouble.
Yeah, it's about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half. Kayla Anderson will trot over to take the corner. We'll see what she offers this time. She went with kind of a low pass on the ground last time. A little more height on the ball, but caught by the Lewis Central keeper.
I mean, you had all of Harlan lined up about the 15.
Yeah, so what they're doing is they're lining up and they're running. It's just it's not being timed very well right now, so they're not even close to where the ball's being played, so it's an easy grab for Lewis Central's goalie. Cyclones win a throw. They'll go quick to Stevens. She just can't quite keep possession. We're about a minute and a half left in the first half, and that'll be out for a Cyclone throw. As Tornaton will race over, they got to try and get this attack. Again, I wouldn't say this one's out of reach for the Cyclones quite yet, as they have some quick strike ability. It's going to be difficult.
Right. And you'd kind of like to see it sooner rather than later.
Yeah. As Stevens tries to see Tornaton down the line, just can't quite connect. But Harlan trying to keep it locked in. Kiergaard plays through, maybe a little bump to the face. Schwiezo fighting for it. And she'll race over to it. She gets there, just can't quite turn the corner. And that'll be out for a Cyclone throw as Schwiezo tries to take it. 40 seconds left in the half. She'll go deep to Anderson, who brings it down and gets it to Kiergaard in the middle. But they turn it over, and the Titans on the attack, and they could get one quick before the half. Good attempt through, blocked by the Cyclones. but that's a good ball through, and it looks like Maya Humlisek's going to get onto it, but over the goal and out for a goal kick. And that should do it for the first half, and your Cyclones will go into the half down 3-0 with a couple goals from Gracie Hayes and one from Haley Erickson.
Yeah, and Cyclones definitely just need to be a little bit more aggressive in second half, but we'll take a quick break here and be back here live at Merrill Field. This is HLTV Channel 15.
At United Bank of Iowa, the difference is here. Conveniently located at the corner of Highway 59 and Pine Street in Harlan, you'll always find a smiling face to greet you and help you with all your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on deposits and loans, and the latest in technology with our online and mobile products. Come and find out for yourself why the difference is here at United Bank of Iowa. Member FDIC.
And here we go. We are back for some second half soccer action. Your Cyclones come out down 3-0. Lewis Central kind of towards the end of the half, just putting it on the Cyclones. We'll see if we can muster anything as a response in the second half.
I mean, they have 40 minutes to do it, so.
And, you know, we've seen it in other games. And here we're seeing a lot better passing from the Cyclones.
And there's that over the top.
And Schwiezo gets it over to Stevens. Stevens with a long touch. Ooh. Good defense. It was quite the tackle, but it looked like she maybe got ball, so they're going to let it play.
So Iowa Stevens is actually...
Stevens still a little bugged by, maybe taking a knock from something. And that'll be out for a Titans throw. That was pretty close. I'm not going to say it should have been called a foul because it probably looked worse than what it was from up here.
It kind of looked like both were just trying to do the play on the ball, and because if it would have been called a foul, that would have been...
I'm not quite sure if it was in the box or not, but it was dang close. So
right. Either way, that would have been one that was going to be shot on goal for sure.
Yeah. But right now we'll have throw-in for the Titans as one of their defenders ties her shoe. But again, to start the half, the Cyclones showing a much better job of possessing the ball. And like you said, they're able to possess it, and then they work a good opportunity out.
Yeah, you're seeing them kind of control it more on the ground. As the first half, it just seemed like they played it in the air. The passes were airborne. The touches were airborne. It wasn't so much grounded back and forth to each other as we're seeing now.
Yeah, as Torniton, she gets a good touch around the first defender, just couldn't quite get back to the ball to keep it in. That one's still in. And the Titans control it. But the Cyclones do... Again, the Cyclones, it just looking like a different team to start this half so far. Anderson almost wins the ball. She clipped a leg a little bit, so we're going to bring it back for a foul.
Well, definitely they had to come out aggressive, Shane, down 3-0 to a very good Lewis Central team. Couldn't come out lax like they did in the first half, so it was... Because, I mean, if Lewis Central puts another one on the board, is it kind of game over almost?
It definitely makes it a lot tougher. Again, these Cyclone girls show a quick strike ability a lot of times. So that always has potential. It's just whether they can keep on the possession enough to do that. Anderson with a good ball inside the outside defender for the Titans, and Darby Argetsinger tries to play it back in. She'll give it another go. Easy catch from the keeper, though. As, again, I'm liking what I'm seeing out of the Cyclones to start this half.
If the keeper wouldn't have came out there, she had Stevens and Suizo right there. Kind of nice little setup there, ruined by the goalkeeper.
Yeah. Again, I think maybe Darby should have brought that one down instead of just firing it right back in. I like the idea, just needs to be better execution. And the Titans turn the ball over. Stevens will get it to Suizo. She's on, long touch, and can't score. Saved by Lewis Central's goalie. As Suizo may have just taken a little bit of a touch, she kind of caught a break because the keeper hesitated a little bit.
Right. It was almost kind of what you needed right there, but just too much of a big touch, like you said, and just sailed a little bit too far on her.
Yeah, because by the time she was able to get back onto it for the shot, Lewis Central's goalie was already right there. Argetsinger with the ball out wide. She'll pull it back, and she tries to find Stevens, just peppers it at her. So no real control off of it from Stevens, and the Titans break out, but good defense from the Cyclones. Another ball over the top. Suizo's onside, but the keeper's out to collect it. Not a lot of wind today, so it's not really affecting it, but it seems like the team attacking, where the Cyclones are attacking right now, seem to hold the advantage. We saw a lot of possession out of Lewis Central in the first half, and now the Cyclones have kind of held possession a lot more. Again, the Titans turn the ball over, and that's one you like to see Suizo turn and run up the field with.
I think she had she had him closer.
Yeah, I think she was planning on Kayla Anderson staying a little closer, but Kayla was starting to run away a little early. As this ball's wide, Stevens will keep that one in, and she tries to switch it, but I don't think she kicked it as hard as she could have. So, and we're gonna have a handball on the Titans. As Kessers will get the restart. That ball trickles through, but cleared away by the Titans. And good job by the Cyclone defense possessing the ball, but Kiergaard can't keep on it. And this is where the Titans are going to see if they can knock it around a little bit and find their comfort. Anderson doing a good job of keeping the press up, though, and forcing a mistake. But that'll be out for a Titan throw. That ball's through, but Haley Good out off her line and able to pick it up. And she will play it out to Tornaton and headed away by the Titans. Quick throw down the line from the Cyclones. A little bit better there as, Suizo started to run there. Just went a little shorter. That ball's up to Stevens. And Stevens can't quite cut across the defender, and it's going to be out for a Cyclone throw.
As we kind of got lucky on that one, is she didn't really control the ball like she wanted to there.
Cyclones have definitely upped the pressure this half.
Right. I don't know. Like you said, I don't know if it's just the side difference or what, but it seems like it's more towards the south end of the field.
Again, it could be a thing like with the boys game. You saw the Lewis Central boys get pretty comfortable, Schwiezo onto that one, just can't touch it around the defender. But it could be a comfortability thing where, Lewis Central's kind of sloughing off thinking they have this one in the bag, and the Cyclones aren't ready to go down without a fight.
No, with the boys, it was a 7-goal difference here. With this one, it's definitely within striking distance still.
Yeah, the boys definitely got out of hand in a hurry. Schwiezo tries to lay it off to Torniton, but just gets around it too much. As you see, Lily Scheckinger try and see that ball out, but the hustle from Gracie Hayes and the shot to the back post that almost curls in. Gracie Hayes doing a good job of hustling down the sideline to get possession on that one.
She's going to get another shot here, and
that's going to be an easy save. That first shot from her, though, that a little more curl, and that's a goal, and not much that Haley can do about that.
Right. That would have been a hat trick for her in this game, but I don't think that'll be the last time she gets a shot on goal today. But for sure, like you said, not much to do. She was going for that upper 90 on the side.
Yeah, as Argetsinger, gets into the middle, but can't keep possession. And we'll see that out. I believe that was Lauren Schmitz that is going to see that out for a Titan throw. And that's a good switch from the Titans, but Haley's going to come out and get it. I'd like to see her roll it out to Torniton instead of kicking it to her, but she's going to go long.
So she's going to clear it all the way out. I think she thought about it there, but we're going to get a handball on Harlan.
Yeah, again, it's just hands getting caught away from the body and ball kicked into it. There's nothing she can do about it, but her hands aren't in a natural body position, so that's why it's getting called.
That's the most accurate kick you'll see in soccer, is somebody kicking towards your hands.
Yeah. So we'll see the Titans with a free kick, and she's got a leg, so she might. Oh, she's just going to try and play it in. Let her teammates
Smart
run
play
to it.
there, but just too far.
Yeah. Again, she's shown some power. Let me pick up my words as I stumble over them. She's shown some power. I would have liked to have seen a shot to maybe test the goalie, but she elected to just try and play it in, and too much, and out for a Cyclone goal kick. We're back in possession, and it's up front to Schwiezo. Here's her speed. Just
secondary, to her one.
Yeah, just secondary defender. Again, she can't take too heavy of a touch, because then the keeper's off her line and going to get it. So it's then they're going to pull it back for a foul as well.
Well, Lewis Central is really kind of good with that. Like you said, the secondary defender there. They're on it the minute anything is over the head of the midfielders.
Yeah. As Anderson gets over and almost wins the ball, but Lewis Central kicks it off her, and it's out for a Titan throw.
So just under 30 minutes here, about 28 and a half left. Still 3-0 Lewis Central over your Harlan Cyclones. It still striking distance, but Shane, they got to get going.
Yeah, it's going to be tough the later it gets. But again, I mean, we've seen it in a couple of games. They've shown the ability to score goals in quick succession. As the Titans are going to get some subs back on. We'll see Haley Erickson, Maya Humlicek, and Reagan Lee. They'll keep Haley over. She didn't quite get up to the flag in time to get the sub. And there's Reese Ford with your looked like about a 30-yard throw.
Not sure if these two from Lewis Central, the throw-ins are backup quarterbacks for Lewis Central, but they're very precise and they got some arm power here.
Yeah, and this is where it's going to get dangerous for the Cyclones, as she's just shown she could probably throw it to the center of the box from there. So she puts it on Gracie Hayes' head or foot. That's going to spell trouble for the Cyclones.
And here she's going.
And she gets it to the hash mark, so not quite as far as the last time, but still a good throw. And the Cyclones will kick that out. It'll be a Titan throw.
As they don't play the drop-off throw-ins here, and nice little footwork from Lewis Central.
Falls to Erickson in the center of the box, and it's off the crossbar.
We got another one on goal.
And a kick save from Haley Good, and Ava Miller lays off it so Haley can pick it up. What a kick save there. And again, a lucky bounce as that first one went off the crossbar.
You had 2 back-to-back shot on goals there, and she got lucky with the first one and was able to do a kick save with the second. But, here we go again.
Back under pressure. Haley Erickson almost gets a shot off. No call there. And then the Titans may have gotten away with a handball. But that's going to be out for a goal kick as the Cyclones defense holds strong.
I'm not sure if just the official there just didn't get down quick enough to see it and must just not have called it, or
it looked pretty shoulder to shoulder to me. Again, from this angle, it's hard to see. But they do have their linesman in a good position, and he didn't see anything either. So probably was not a foul that needed to be called. As Ivy Stevens just kind of loses possession, just gets the ball caught up under her feet. This is where the Cyclones need to kind of find possession of it. See if Torniton tries to run down the sideline, just too much of an angle, can't quite get there. That's where maybe needed to let Schweezo fly.
Oh,
that'll be out for a Titan throw. As it looks like maybe a little bit of a step on the foot by accident. I don't know if she was selling that a little bit.
It looked pretty severe when it happened, but
she's back up right away, as you see a lot in soccer. As good step by Lily Scheckinger, and she'll take it down the wing. Tries to play it to Schweezo, but it's blocked away. Torniton's getting hacked a little bit on the sideline.
Okay.
And she is going to draw the foul. Oh, no, it's going to be a throw, as this ref is still figuring out which direction each team is going. And Haley Good out to get this one.
As you're still seeing 3 Titans to 1 Cyclone. It just seems like once Harlan gains control of this ball, that those Titans just swarm to us, and it's kind of hard for us to really do anything.
Yeah, and again, to me, I'm just not sure about the no call on the sidelines with Torniton.
Yeah, that looked...
it looked like she was getting kicked by about 3 different Titan girls. The ref managed to miss it somehow, called a throw, and then, that was about it. As Torniton will get a break after being fouled quite a bit, and Argetsinger will also come off. Earl Beck takes the throw. It bounces back to Anderson in the middle. And the Titans are attacking down the wing. They'll play it to Haley Erickson. And again, she's got speed and size. A little bit of a push from Erickson as Ava Miller's trying to shield the ball away.
We're still not getting a call for that one either.
They did call that one.
Oh, they did?
Yes, they did call that one. It's just deep in the box, so not the best position, but the Cyclones are able to get it out. And the Titans back on the attack. Earl Beck needs to get, there we go, needs to stay goal side of her. It's probably obvious to most people watching, it's not a good idea to give up a lane to the goal. I think she just got caught out and got turned and twisted into a bad position there. As Stevens does a good job shielding it, just right under the foot of Kayla Anderson though. And Kayla wins the ball back. I looked like a deflection off of Lewis Central's foot, but they're going to give it to the Titans.
Nope.
Again, the ref still figuring out which way each teams are attacking. So
it's kind of his decision. We have to wait 3 to 5 business days to figure out which team it really is, and
that's going to be a foul on Miller, who just misses the ball. He's going to bring it back for the foul. Yeah, sorry that we mix up the calls. We're watching the ref, and he is very much misguiding us on which way he's deciding. But this will be a free kick for the Titans, and she might have a shot from here. The Cyclones choosing not to put a wall up or anything. Bold choice, so we'll see how this plays out.
So it looks like it's Reagan Lee for the Titans, and she sails it right.
Yeah, just wide of the far post. Again, that's one you like to see at least 2 or 3 people in a wall in front of the person taking the kick, so she doesn't get a free shot on goal like that. That's one you wonder if they don't put a forward on it. And here we have a good ball into the box that Haley just can't quite get to, but the Titans can't get around to the ball in the middle, and it's out for a goal kick. Haley giving chase. I think that ball was just going a little faster than she anticipated.
But heads up for her to stop, drop back into trying to get back to the net.
Yeah, as the Cyclones going to win another goal kick. Good press from the Titans there.
As we're just under 21 here, still 3-0 Titans over the Cyclones, and
this is about the point where you started to see the Cyclones kind of make some mental errors and give up the goals.
Right.
The first half. So we'll see if maybe they can turn their fortunes around. And
I mean, they've been very aggressive this half. So you want to know, or you're wondering if maybe getting a little tired because they've been on the move all half.
Yeah, as you see Stevens and Schwiezo kind of dropping in a little bit, which you don't like to see because you need them up front for the attack. And Stevens going to be able to run onto this one. The keeper coming all the way out, though, as she was prepared for that.
She wasn't allowing that to happen at all.
Yeah, again, that I think they're kind of figuring out that's the Cyclones' bread and butter. So right now she's standing at the top of her box.
Right.
As Schwiezo wins a throw.
As that formula has worked for Harlan about the beginning of the season, but you've been seeing lately a lot of the teams have taken notice of that, and if you can shut that down, you definitely have success against a Harlan.
Yeah, and again, it helps that the Titans have a pretty solid defense, but their keeper is fairly quick and athletic, so her running out to kind of play a sweeper keeper, as we like to call it in the game of soccer, her playing that position benefits them quite a bit. And the Titans will get that ball through to the backside. We'll find Haley Erickson, and she's got a good overlapping run from Reese Ford, but Miller there to get it out. Miller in some good shoulder-to-shoulder battles there. She's taken a few hits. But
about the 4th time it's been down on a breakaway, she's been on the ground.
Yeah, and she's getting back up and continuing to fight, which you like to see. Maybe need an ice bath after this one, be a little sore. And that ball's good ball in. It falls into the box to the Titans.
Still controlled by the Titans.
As Kayla Anderson works to get this one. Good poke away by Anderson, and Stevens is onto it. She'll get it wide, and Anderson tries to go up the line, just not a lot of daylight over there. And the Titans will be offsides. And the Cyclones will send a couple subs up for the next time they have the opportunity. But right now we'll see, looks like Kate Kester's over the ball to get the ball started again. And a good ball from her. Earlbeck fighting for it. And that'll be out for a Cyclone throw. And you see a lot of the shoulder-to-shoulder challenges from the Titans. They are really throwing their body into it, which is completely legal in soccer as long as you're not lowering the shoulder. But if you're throwing your weight into it, that is more than acceptable.
Exactly. They've taken the size advantage to a whole nother level here in the second half.
As we'll see Stevens try and get it into the middle to Schwiezo. Lily Scheckinger gets the ball and dribbles wide, cuts it back in and back out, and then she'll go over the top. And it appears that the Titans have instituted the sweeper defense to where that's why they're going to have that second defender there on those balls over the top. And the Titans can't keep possession. It'll be out for a Cyclone throw as we approach 16 and a half minutes left in the second half. Cyclone's really going to need to pull one out here if they want to extend this game or win.
Right. I mean, I think if it gets...
And this is where Haley Erickson's size and speed, she's able... And good poke from Haley Good. You don't see her go down and grab it very much, so she just toe pokes it out, and Erickson's going to want that one back.
Yeah.
That was a gifted goal.
She had the defender falling down. She had good one-on-one, and I think she expected it to go in because she kind of trotted away to almost celebrate a little too early there.
Yeah, trying to do the old Steph Curry when he shoots a three and walk away before it goes in, but just not quite the accuracy she needed, and it's off the post and out.
That definitely would have been the dagger here for sure. But like you touched base on earlier, Harlan needs to score, and they definitely need to score now, because if this thing gets underneath 10 minutes, still 3-0, we're looking at Lewis Central walking away here.
As Aubrey Schwiezo going to be whistled for a foul. Again, that's a pretty touchy foul, as I didn't see a lot of push, but there was a little bit of a push. As the Titans get a good ball in and a header down, but Haley's over to grab it.
And besides the 3 goals earlier on Good, she hasn't been too bad back there in the goalkeep.
She has, I mean, yes, she's allowed 3 goals, but I feel like her save percentage will probably go up as she's saved the Cyclones a lot more than she's allowed in.
This could have been 10-pointed by now if she didn't do a lot of the hip kicks, the pokes, and
the kick saves, the toe pokes away, like all that. Yeah, she is digging into her utility belt. Ooh. As Torrington with a good tackle and win on the ball. She's got Stevens wide, just can't quite get it through the defense. I think maybe 1 too many touches there, as she did the splits to win that one.
Right.
And that ball's over the top to Schwiezo. Schwiezo's able to get onto it, and we'll see her run. She gets a ball across, but the keeper's out and able to get it.
As Ivy was kind of waiting for the goalie to not come up with that one because she was off to the far side already.
Yeah, and that's one in games past, I've kind of put knocks on Schwiezo as I've been wanting to see her play that ball across. And she finally did. It's just the Lewis Central keeper was out, and it was one to grab. The Cyclones do a good job of having that backside runner, as Haley Erickson's going to be whistled for offsides. She was probably just a toe offsides. It was very close, but the ref was in good position for that one. We'll see Lauren Schmitz step back to take this kick. And she'll get it up to Earlbeck. Just can't quite control it. It's out for a Titans throw. We'll see Gracie Hayes and Maya Humlicek come back on, as well as Kate Kesters, Kayla Anderson, and Darby Argetsinger. Get some fresh legs up top. Get Aubrey and Ivy a little bit of a break, and Kiergaard a break as well. As we've got about 12 and a half minutes left, the Cyclones need to turn it on. If not now, it might be too late. As quick strike as they are, they've got to have somewhat of a strike soon. As Ava Miller battling there, unlucky bounce, but cleared away by the Cyclones. Quick hard ball in, just can't quite control it, but Titans keep possession. Hayes onto it. She'll get it wide. And that ball is in on the ground, and that should go out, and it will be a Cyclone goal kick.
As they had the right idea there, just nothing formed the way they wanted to there for the Lewis Central.
Low kick up, Kate Kesters is onto it and just gets it out. It'll be a Titans throw. Titans go quick, good throw into the middle, but the Cyclones get it away. And Earl Beck there, she gets it through. Kayla Anderson's onto it, just can't poke it around the defender. You know, that's one you probably were waiting for when you had Stevens and Schwiezo up top. Anderson and Argetsinger provide some speed, but just not quite the top gear that the other two have. As the Titans are able to get the ball up and away. Ava Miller back, and a couple of Titans giving chase, but Miller's just going to see it out for a Titan throw. There we go. Now the Titans are figuring out where the ball is. Quick throw into the middle. Kester's onto it, and she'll get it. Try to get it to Tornaton. It's just good steal by the Titans. Gracie Hayes pulls it back as she saw Ava Miller coming.
As even the
that one, not a good touch, and Anderson's onto it. And we just can't keep possession. That's where we're struggling, but that was Kayla Anderson versus four Titan defenders as the rest of the Cyclones were still in defensive mode.
About 9.5 left in the game, down 3-0. Don't want to say it, Shane, but it's not looking like the comeback that Harlan wanted. They needed to start this rather early in the second half if they wanted to do anything. But like you said, the secondary defense from Lewis Central is just too good.
Yeah, as the Titans are back on the attack. And she just is struggling getting the ball out in front, and that'll be out for a throw. Titans will have a throw deep in the corner. Gracie Hayes will come over to take it. This is one I'm surprised Reese Ford doesn't come over to take.
Right.
As Hayes will be whistled for an illegal throw, and she seems pretty flabbergasted by that call.
I didn't see anything different there. I think she was kind of waiting for him to change his direction.
Yeah, again, maybe he hasn't figured out.
Right.
8.5 minutes left, so.
Yeah, it was kind of all on him on that one.
And the Cyclones would throw down the line. Hayes intercepts it, and she'll take it into the middle. Good ball on the ground across the middle, but the Cyclones get it up and away. This is where, like I've said a few times, this is where the Titans are in their comfort zone, just able to knock it around, pass the ball.
That is great ball, and that one's going to get through.
Couple swings and misses, one from a Titan and one from a Cyclone, and Cassie Anderson will get it out for a Titan throw. As the Titans will bring a couple subs on. Haley Erickson and Reagan Lee coming back on. As the Titans get the ball, and it's kind of fumbles through there, and it's out for a corner. The ball in and out, and that will be a goal kick.
She sent that to Elm Street there.
Gracie really wanted that third goal for a hat trick. Just missed that the goal was still on the ground.
7 minutes left here in the game. Harlan still down 3-0 to Lewis Central. At this point, I think if I'm Harlan, I'm just trying to keep him off the board.
Yeah, and right there, you see a good ball from Haley. Switched across the field. Not something you really like to see from your goalie on a goal kick, but she played it well. The Harlan Cyclones just caught standing, didn't go to the ball, and the Titans were able to get back onto it.
I don't know if it's just more of a wind out of their sails from being down 3-0 or just tired.
I'm going to say it's probably a little bit of tiredness, as they've put a lot of effort in trying to get this game back in kind of a competition type of thing. Just exerting a lot of energy, and the Cyclones will send Kiergaard, Stevens, and Schwiezo back on, and give Cassie Anderson, Kayla Anderson, and it looks like Ava Miller's going to get a break finally. She's been working pretty hard back there, taking quite a few bumps. Right. She'll probably want to sit for a little bit.
And unlike the boys, this is not the last home game for the girls. They'll have the end of the season game against Creston here.
Which that'll hopefully be a better turnout for the Cyclones. As Reagan Lee dribbles through the defense, and she'll have a shot. Kick save from Haley Good again, though. Oh, no. I guess that one went out off the post. I could have sworn that was a kick save, but a lot of bodies in the way for us to see from up here.
I'm not sure. I don't really go off of the official right now.
And we'll get a long ball over the top to Schwiezo. She might get to this one. As the keeper can't use her hands, she's got a shot if she can take it, and she does. And what a goal from Schwiezo.
So the
Cyclones pull one back with 4 minutes and 45 seconds left, as we were able to finally get one over the top to Schwiezo. Hopefully it's not too little too late, but it might be a bit too late of a push. That's the trouble you get when you have your keeper coming out so far.
Right. And I mean, she was way almost to the 30 when Schwiezo did the first touch. The goalkeeper was right there, and I don't think I've ever seen a goalkeeper and an attacker there at the 30 battling for the ball.
Yeah, at this level of game, it's not something you see very often. And
that didn't pan out well for him, but
yeah, again, it's one where she can't use her hands when she comes out, so you're really in the striker's comfort zone there.
Right. I mean, like you said,
we're going to get a handball there on the Titans, but continue.
Like you said, though, she's a little bit more athletic than a lot of the goalkeepers we usually see, so I think that is more comfortable for her. But
correct.
Just beat her on that one.
Margaret Singer wins the ball. And she gets it forward to Schwiezo again. She's on. Oh, they're going to call a handball. Okay. I did not hear. I couldn't hear the whistle, but they called a handball. Very well could have been. I didn't see it, but no complaints from the Cyclones. So
at this point, whatever way he's pointing, we don't know if it's from the last goal still or last foul still or.
Yeah, he's called a good game. It's just he's figuring out which way he needs to point. So as it will be restarted on the throw from the Titans. We'll probably see a throw up to Haley Erickson from that spot, and we do. As Reese Ford she gets a lot on that ball when she throws it in.
Well, she was volleyball warming up over there, so.
And Haley Erickson showing the speed down the wing to get the ball attempted into the middle, and that'll be deflected away for a Titan corner.
So late spark from Harlan, but unfortunately for the Cyclones, Lewis Central has a 2-point lead now, and with 3 minutes left, Shane, it's 3-1. Now we're not seeing Harlan really put it back in their territory as much.
Yeah, and this is one I'd like to see Haley kick that quick, because Schwezo has the speed.
Right.
So I'd like to see her go a little quicker to get that up and let Schwezo run. As she is battling, you like to see it from the Cyclones. They're not giving up. As you know, they could still manage to bring this one back. It's going to be very difficult with 2.5 minutes left, but I've seen crazier things in Cyclone soccer history.
Right. And I mean, taking back to that last goal, that little milestone for Schwezo there, that's goal number 20 on the season. So,
as we're going to have a foul on Lewis Central. Gracie Hayes trying to get the ball away from Ivy Stevens just gets in the way and fouls her. Good ball from Kesters, just can't quite get it past that defender.
As we got Hayes down there again for Lewis Central.
And a good screen from the ref on the Lewis Central midfielder.
He could just do it all today, apparently.
And Schwezo's on, and she'll have it through. And she's got to get a touch towards goal. She's just taking it too wide. Good shot, though. Almost curled it in. Again, she's just taking that one a little too wide. Need a better touch to goal from Schwezo there.
It was more like she got it down, but I don't think she had it controlled like you want to. And like you said, it was traveling fast where she had to make a quick kick.
Yeah, and props to the ref. As a Cyclone fan, you got to give him credit for the screen in the middle to open up that pass. As the Cyclones almost keep it in, Kayla Anderson just can't quite get to the deflection. But yeah, the Lewis Central fans not so happy about that. Cyclone fans are pretty thankful for it. Unfortunately, didn't result in the goal they needed, and this is trouble as Gracie Hayes is onto it. She'll get it back to Erickson. Erickson with the left-footed shot, just over Good's head and off the crossbar. Girls losing the track of the ball, and they get it out wide. And Earlbeck gets it off the Lewis Central midfielder and out for a Cyclone throw.
For Haley Good's size there, she was able to almost block that without the bar there.
Yeah, not sure if she got a fingertip on that or not, but there's about 20 seconds left. This one will probably go in the books as a 3-1 loss for the Cyclones. They've put up a very good fight all the way to the end.
Right. Lewis Central kind of came in as the favorite the whole time. So
as Schwezo almost gets through at the end of the game, just ran out of time there.
And unfortunately, Harlan will fall to 10-4. And Lewis Central 11-4 now after tonight, but not for the lack of effort there from Harlan, especially in the second half. Very aggressive Harlan play that we haven't seen in quite a while because they didn't have to.
Yeah, again, great game by the Cyclone ladies. Hats off to them. Lewis Central just got the better of them tonight.
Right. And, unfortunately, today both games ended in a Cyclones loss, but live here at Merrill Field, the girls varsity game, Lewis Central 3, Harlan 1. You're watching HLTV Channel 15.
Thanks for watching.